What'd you think of that squall last night?
I thought it was the end of days.
I didn't know a squall was a thing. The Nation pregame show is back on a Wednesday. I'm Josh, this is Jay. Today we are at Sherwood Ford, and the Nation headline for tonight's game is the Tyson Barrie Revenge Tour, Jay.
Tyson's coming back to Toronto tonight to exact his revenge for having a poor season and for frankly paying for a terrible hockey club too. So he's going to show what being on a good team looks like, and I expect a big performance from Tyson tonight.
Over half a point on Tyson Barrie. We're just going to floor it right off the top. We're not even going to wait to get into the betting talk. Floor it. Over half a point for Tyson Barrie. Jay, coming off of that defeat against the Montreal Canadiens, what do you expect tonight from this Oilers team? I don't want to get too negative, but 1-3, Game 5, going in arguably against the toughest matchup so far this season for the Edmonton Oilers, but also this type of game could suit the Oilers and kind of get us more into an offensive rhythm.
Yeah, that was bad. Monday was bad. I'm eerily calm. I know the Oilers are better than that, and I think they know it too. So just, once again, stepping ahead, flooring it. I think this is the opportunity for the Oilers to show us who they really are tonight. And I think going to the big stage in Toronto is really going to have them elevate their game because of the perceived matchup of Toronto being so awesome. Not. I expect I'm going to be betting with my heart and I think my brain today, going heavy on the Oilers at plus 130. So I expect big things. This is the Oilers' opportunity to show us that they are legit. This is the game. Game 5, win the game, 2-3 on the big stage. Show us what you're all about. Show Austin Matthews that he's maybe the 7th best player, the best player in the NHL. And let's just restore the faith in the fandom here. I'm still not concerned yet, but I'm expecting a big performance and we'll feel great after tonight.
We're 1-3 on the season so far. A couple of dusty performances, but for some reason, I feel good going into tonight's game. I don't know if that's just because I always drink the Kool-Aid, and I think you do as well.
Love it.
But there's just something about the aura of tonight's game. I feel great.
I think having the back-to-back, playing every other night is pretty magical so far, because I get so mad the night that the Oilers play terrible. Literally affects my psyche for the night.
Yeah.
I'm a grumpy butthead. Wow. PG show, keeping it PG. And then the next day I kind of just reset, and then it's the game day the next day. I'm excited because it's a chance. It's our revenge, It's redemption the next day there. So. Yeah, 1-3, definitely not ideal, not concerned. Big win tonight, and we're back on the track to making playoffs.
I think one of the reasons I feel okay about tonight's game is the fact that this is going to be the first quote-unquote road game the Oilers have played since last March. Let's not forget that all the play-in games, all of the playoffs, every single game the Oilers have played since last March when this pandemic hit has been at Rogers Place. So Tippett mentioned it this morning in his press conference that, getting on the road, kind of getting him more into a regular season flow could be really good for this team.
When you're in a slump, a road trip can always help. So I think this is a good opportunity for the guys to get together and kind of get on the same page, practice hard, and, play, I guess, I don't know if the term play guilty is right with this, but just play absolutely pissed, but play as a team for each other.
I think play guilty is exactly right. This is a team that, for a lot of people, we're saying could be in the top 2 in this North Division, Canadian Division. So the fact that right now we're sitting at 1-3, some, as I mentioned, dusty performances, this could be a good thing for the Edmonton Oilers heading out on the road. Let's quickly get to our lineups. This morning in Dave Tippett's press conference, he mentioned that this is the last shot, or one more shot for these lines in tonight's matchup, which means, of course, we're not getting Dry, Nuge, and Yamamoto yet. Nuge will remain on the first line with Connor McDavid. Jay, your thoughts, and one other lineup mention, Ethan Bear coming in once again in replace of William Lagesson.
Expecting a big performance from Bear. I'm sure it was just driving crazy sitting in the press box last game watching the Oilers play and lose like they did. So I'm expecting a big performance from him. I am fine. I have a lot of faith in Tip. So if Tip is saying he wants to give it one more shot, I believe. Obviously, that line was lethal, and so if we need to, we can go back to it. So I'm down for giving it one more shot tonight.
Outside of Tyson Barrie Revenge Tour and Connor McDavid Homecoming, I would say the number one headline for tonight's game would be the power play. You got to get that figured out. I think that's the biggest turning point for this team right now. If you can get that power play figured out, and I'm not even talking figure it out like scoring every second one, let's just get a goal on the power play. I think that could be the big difference for this team right now, Jay.
That's what killed us last game. 7 power plays, 0 goals, one goal against. We couldn't even make a pass. We just looked out of sorts. We were the #1 power play last year. Like, if we just kept on that trajectory we were on last season, you know, what were we, 30% on the?
Yeah,
we should have had, quick math, 7 power plays. We should have had 2.1 goals last game.
I have no idea. I'm not sure.
Quick math guy here.
Quickly betting, the Oilers plus 130 on the money line right now. We already know Jay's going to be flooring that, as well as always for Jay, over half a point for Tyson Barrie.
Yeah.
Jay, what's one player, if we're going to rally tonight as a nation, as Oilers fans, as just people that want to see the Edmonton Oilers succeed, who's one player that you're going to rally behind tonight to score a goal?
To score a goal.
To score a goal.
Ooh, rally behind Dominic Cahoon. He's had some like really good chances and just hasn't been able to get it in. Like, he's been so close, and he's getting himself in the right places. He's got to get a goal, get his season on the rails here, and I bet you he won't even look back. I just get that first goal, and we're good. So I'm really rallying behind him.
Let's get the movement going. Rally Cahoon on Twitter. He's going to soar tonight. The Oilers in TO, hoping to get back in the win column against the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight.